In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to create a data source in Looker Studio, whether it be reusable or directly linked to a report. As we delve into this process, we'll not only focus on what steps to take, but also provide some context and tips along the way to make everything as straightforward as possible. Let's start by heading over to Looker Studio using any web browser. You'll first need to sign in with your Google account. This part is pretty standard for accessing most of Google's services. Once you're signed in, you'll find yourself on the Looker Studio homepage. Here, you'll see an option to create a new data source on the upper left. Go ahead and click Create, followed by Data Source. This path is perfect if you're planning to make a reusable data source, which you might want to share in various reports over time. However, if your intention is to add a data source directly to an existing report, there's a slightly different route to follow. When you're viewing the report you wish to work with, look for the Edit button. Upon entering the edit mode, you'll see a toolbar option, Add. Simply click on Add Data, and this will allow you to inject a new data source right into your report. Once you've decided on the right approach for your needs, it's time to select the connector. Looker Studio offers multiple connection options such as Google Sheets, BigQuery, MySQL, and more. Think carefully about where your data is stored and select the appropriate connector. After selecting it, you'll be prompted to choose the specific dataset you're targeting. Some connectors may ask for additional authorization at this point, so just ensure you provide the necessary permissions for Looker Studio to access your data. With that completed, you'll proceed by clicking Connect or another similar button, depending on the interface updates. What's happening now is quite interesting. Looker Studio is retrieving the fields from your dataset. These consist of dimensions and metrics, which you will see displayed once everything loads. At this stage, you are taken to the Data Source Schema Editor, an essential part of making your data work for you. Within this editor, you're empowered to make your dataset more comprehensible and useful. If you find some field names to be confusing or not reflecting their purpose clearly, feel free to rename them. It's also wise to consider changing field data types if necessary. For instance, converting text fields into date formats or numerical fields into currencies. Not every field needs to be visible or used, so you have the option to hide those that are irrelevant to your goals. Moreover, take a moment to adjust aggregation settings to determine how your metrics will be summarized in reports. Once you're all set and satisfied with the adjustments in the schema editor, you can finally click Add to Report or Create Report to embed your newly linked data source. And that's it. By now, you've successfully created and customized a data source that's ready to power your Looker Studio reports. Thank you for watching, and make sure to explore more of Looker Studio's features to optimize your data analysis workflows.